The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. Jeremy Greene's alongside. This is the Sportsocracy, and the Jacksonville Jaguars, man, they're just the gift that keeps on giving, ain't they?
They're out there boot scooting, urban cowboy, like a rhinestone cowboy.
The term gold digger never had so many different definitions or explanations.
I mean, I tried to tell you. I don't know what more you want.
Yep.
I told you from the minute he got this job, everybody I know in the league went, this is a fucking train wreck waiting to happen.
Yeah, it's been a week long of Urban Meyer apologies, whether he be apologizing to the public, his family, the players individually, and then the players as a whole. And
well, I mean, you don't have to apologize to me. You didn't make vows to me.
Yeah.
That's not what and I'll be honest with you, him being a scumbag, that has nothing to do with me. I've done this for quite some time. I've only heard of a handful of times that coaches did not fly back with teams like that. Mm-hmm. And it was never to visit their grandkids or hang out at their bar and go boot scooting with some blonde that you claim you didn't know, in spite of the fact there's pictures of you together from 6 fucking months ago.
Yeah.
Like, Urban Meyer looks at every person in the world and goes, I'm smarter than you. And he's and at this point, he's become such a dumb shit that he cannot realize. You do realize we all have camera phones, right? Like, I mean, you get that. Well, there's video of you grabbing this girl's ass, and you're trying to tell me, oh, she was just some fan. Right. Okay, then you're a scumbag.
Well, and he's so deluded to believe that everybody will just buy whatever lie.
Well, that's what happens when you've been in Columbus, Ohio, and Gainesville, Florida, and you can do no wrong. The police department protects you. The media protects you. That's not how this works in the NFL. Mm-hmm. In the NFL, we're all coyotes. Sorry, we are. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for some shit like this that on a Tuesday we can open a show and get pissed off about because there's not a lot of it.
Right.
So you just fed us fodder for 3 days. Mm-hmm. And guess what? This is about the 11th time you've done it. The list of things that Urban Meyer has done in 1 year is the most staggering thing I think I've ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. And that's not even talking about the shit on the field.
Right.
2.5 minutes in, we haven't even mentioned anything that's happened on the field.
Nope.
How many players have we heard this week say, don't be the distraction that makes people talk about things that don't happen on the field? Mm-hmm. Well, your coach is the one that keeps doing that.
Exactly. And, I've been stuck on this. How can we expect him, or how can the Jaguars expect him to run a locker room, full of young dudes and say, don't do stupid stuff? Meanwhile, your coach is out there doing stupid stuff. Mm-hmm.
And the sad thing is that this would have been a great, Wednesday morning for us to come in here and say, hey, Trevor Lawrence did a thing.
He did.
Like we are with Zach Wilson right now. No, you didn't win, but you're on the road on a Thursday night. And I said last week, here's what I want to see. Can you put together a cognitive offense? Can you at least stand in their way defensively, of which you didn't really do that? I mean, they have over 400 yards total offense. Mm-hmm. But there were things to like. And then Urban Meyer just goes, no,
Yep.
No, I want you to talk about me dancing. I'm out just dancing with somebody. Good Lord.
Yeah, there were only 7 incompletions by Trevor Lawrence this past week.
He only threw 24 passes, and I'm going to be honest with you, this is what your game plan should look like moving forward.
It just limit the amount of times that he has to throw interceptions.
The bad thing is that I think Urban's completely lost the locker room.
Of course he has.
So now, what I was prepared to say before this all came out, and now he said he didn't consider resigning. Okay, sure you didn't. I'm sure you didn't consider a lot of things there, Urbane. Now you're going in to play the Tennessee Titans at home, and they are going to smoke your ass. Mm-hmm. They're coming off a loss to the Jets. Mm-hmm. You should have built some momentum off the game with the Cardinals, where you were competitive for a half, and the game with the Bengals that was competitive down to the end. Instead, you're doing this. Now you go into the Titans. You've lost the locker room, and they are going to get smoked like a deli meat.
Yep. Yeah, the Jacksonville wasn't a good team to begin with, and now you add in all of this circus to go with it.
And now you've lost DJ Chark.
Right. There's no question of why you're 0-4. This isn't, it's just Urban Meyer saying on Thursday after the game, I feel really bad. It's a heartbreaker for these guys because it's all a locker room full of really great guys that we're going to win some ball games. No, you're not. I don't see you beating anyone this season.
I could honestly, it just depends on how long Urban Meyer's around. I can tell you he won't be around for more than a year.
No, that's well and done. The question is he going to make it to the end of the season? Because I feel like
I'm going to say no.
I feel like even Shad Khan at this point, as much as he's backed Urban Meyer, feels like you got one more of these. You got one more of these blunders, and we're going to have to make a change. And we'll hand this thing over to whoever we have to. Jay Gruden. I'd rather hand it over to Jay Gruden.
There's another winner that's made some great decisions in his life.
Well, that's what you get, though. Urban Meyer brought all his guys along with him, so they could turn it over to Charlie Strong if you want. I'd rather give it to a guy that's got a little bit of NFL experience. Darrell Bevell. We talked about him being a head coach.
Brian Schottenheimer.
Yeah. Right. This is a god awful team. I feel for you, Jacksonville.
I do. I feel bad for Jaguars fans.
Yeah.
I hope Jaguar fans know I'm not taking shots at you because I have something against you. I feel genuinely bad for you. Mm-hmm. If you've been around this long and lasted through Tom Coughlin and Doug Marrone and Jalen Ramsey and Leonard Fournette, and I could keep doing this. Mm-hmm. If you've lasted through that, you're a true blue fan, and you deserve 140% better than this. And you should be pissed at Shad Khan. You should be pissed at Tony Khan. You should be pissed at Urban Meyer, and you should demand more. Mm-hmm. I would say you should stop going to the games, but you did that. You've already done that. So I don't know. I want better for you, but I don't see better in the offing.
No, I don't see better in the offing either. And like you said, this week they get the Tennessee Titans, and with all of the things circulating around the Jacksonville Jaguars organization right now, how can you possibly be focused on football?
They won't be less than a double-digit dog in another game until after Thanksgiving. And from there, they'll catch 2 more of those for the rest of the year. Mm-hmm. You'll be a double-digit dog in 13 of your 17 games. 14 of your 17. 13. No, I was right.
Yeah.
13 or 17.
13 or 17.
So, I feel for you, Jacksonville fans. I really do.
Yep. I wish we could talk more football, but we're out of time for this episode.
Yeah, and your coach mandates that we don't.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
You're not interested in talking football right now.
Yell at Urban.
That's right. 0-4 Jacksonville Jaguars getting ready to take on the Tennessee Titans. We will have your recap of that right here next week. Be sure to subscribe to the Sportsocracy so you get all of our team-by-team content. And, of course, join us in the Wicked Weed studio every weekday morning at 10 a.m. We'll see you next time.